It's as if you found a one-bedroom condo in Toronto selling for $500,000, renting for over $9,000 a month. Hey guys, Jim in Toronto. You hear me talk a lot about dividend investing and how I think it doesn't make sense. It doesn't mean that I don't believe in investing for cash flow. I invested for cash flow during the US foreclosure crisis, but this is how I made my decision. Up until that point, I was a stock investor focusing on US equities. There were so many problems and the stock market collapsed in 2008 and up until the spring of 2009. But after that, it shot straight up. I used my opportunity bucket like I described in other videos, and after the stock market shot straight up, I thought I was done. US real estate was still going down. I had found golf course condos selling for $35,000 that would rent for $650 a month. You pay $35,000, you're collecting $7,800 in the first year. That's a 22% gross margin. It's as if you found a one-bedroom condo in Toronto selling for $500,000, renting for over $9,000 a month. The deals were ridiculous, and that's exactly what I told the Associated Press when they interviewed me. Prices were down 60 to 70% from peak. This was a cash flow play, so this is how it worked. 22% gross margin top line, pay all your expenses, assume half of it is gone, you still have 11% operating margins. 11%, which I consider to be at least 3 times over the long-term average of the US stock market for doing absolutely nothing and paying all your expenses. Also, 11% assuming that properties never go up ever again and the US dollar and Canadian dollar remain parity, the same forever. Didn't think either of those were likely, figured housing would go up around 2 to 3% a year and the Canadian dollar would weaken back to its historical 80 cents. So the rough estimation was that the total return, cash flow plus appreciation of the currency and the real estate, would be around 15%. Over 7% more than the long-term average of the US stock market. That's why I decided to invest for cash flow. Right now, for me, it makes no sense to buy a stock that pays a 5% dividend that loses 4 to 5% in appreciation. Your total return is close to nothing. I would consider investing for dividends if the market took a dive and the dividend yield on a passive dividend ETF jumped to like 8 or 9%, the total return would look very attractive going forward. But as far as total return goes, investing for a 4% yield to lose 4% on appreciation is literally pointless. Learn the lessons about cash flow that your friends and family couldn't tell you. Download my free newsletter, link off the bio. Good luck. Take care.